Hello, friends. Welcome to Yoga with Dagny. I thought today we would work on opening our hearts. Yeah, mine was definitely feeling like it needs a little opening today. So even beginning to think about what we would do to practice today helped me to start to open my heart. So I'm hoping we can share that together. And as always, remembering that when we open our hearts, our own hearts, it helps to open love in the entire planet. So maybe we can just dedicate this practice to bringing more love in, more open-heartedness in a time where there's a heck of a lot of division going on. It's a great practice. So I thought what we would do is if you have 2 yoga bricks, you could use those. We're also going to use a belt, but you can always use a bathrobe strap or a tie, anything that you have. If you don't have bricks, you can, for this first posture we're going to do, you can just roll up your yoga mat and lay over it, because we're going to do a heart opener to begin. So to begin, I'm going to have my bottom brick flat, and I'm going to have my top brick at the medium height. And I'm just going to come and I'm going to lie down. I'm going to put the bottom brick directly under my shoulder blades and the top brick directly under the base of my skull. And this is going to lift my chest up. I'm going to feel my shoulder blades moving down the back. I'm going to feel the back of my neck lifting up and settling so that my chin comes toward my chest a little bit. And my shoulders just start to drape open. The bottom of this brick should be, at the bottom of the shoulder blades, right around where the bra line is for a lot of women. And your arms can come out to the sides. Your knees are bent and your feet are together. And then we're just gonna let the bottoms of the feet come together and the knees just splay out to the sides into Supta Baddha Konasana, which is an exquisite heart opener. And we're just gonna allow ourselves to settle and soften here into this moment. Remembering that really, this present moment is where the present is. If we can open up to this moment, it's the greatest gift. And one of the best ways we can do that is through our breath. So maybe just let your eyes soften close. Let your hips just soften open. If at any time this becomes painful, you can just straighten your legs. They don't have to stay out like this any longer than is comfortable. You can just bend the knees or straighten the legs. Or you can let the hips soften open here and the shoulders just soften open. Let your face soften. Maybe take a minute to soften the corners of your eyes, the corners of your mouth. And let's take a cleansing breath or two. So with the cleansing breath, we're breathing deeply in through our nose and then exhaling through the mouth. So in through the nose, big breath, let your belly rise, your chest rise. Good, and we'll do 2 more of those. Good. And the sound that opens the heart is the sound of ah. So let's do that. Let's do a big breath in through the nose, and on the exhalation, we'll make an audible, exuberant ah to open our hearts. So in through the nose, big breath. Ah. And we're going to do that again 2 more times. This time, I'm going to invite you to let go of your day, let go of any pressure in your heart center, let go of any pain, let go of any angst, whatever it is that you need to let go of today. We will do it through our ah as we open our hearts. So big breath in through the nose. Ah. And one more time. Ah. Good, and then you can gently draw those legs back together and maybe straighten one leg and then the other. And we're going to take our arms up to the ceiling. Let your palms face one another. Plug your arm bones in. Get hold of your elbows. Inhale and lift the elbows up. Exhale, take those elbows up over the crown of your head and maybe even beyond. And let the energy of your back body, shoulder blades, buttocks, hamstrings, everything reach down toward the heels as the back of your neck lifts up toward the crown of your head, and just let those shoulders soften. Good, deep breath in. Exhale, release the arms to the sides. And one more time, inhale up, this time uncustomary clasp of the elbows. Take the arms up as you inhale, exhale the arms overhead as you exhale. Reach out through the heels, lift up through the crown. Soften your heart center. Tops of the shoulders are soft. Feeling better already. Deep breath in. Let the chest rise with your beautiful breath. Exhale, release your arms out to the sides. This is so good. This posture is so good to counteract all the computer work where we're rolling our shoulders forward. You could do this anytime just to lift and open that chest. And then bending the knees, we're going to very softly roll to the side to come on up. Excellent work. All right, from here, we're going to just come into Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Bottoms of our feet are together. You can sit up on a blanket if you wish or something. And we're just going to rock back and forth for a moment, finding our sitting bones. And then holding your feet, inhale, lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, come forward with a long straight spine. Let the tips of your elbows move forward toward the top edges of your mat as you breathe and come forward. This is a stretch that also opens the heart. So just breathe and settle and sink into this posture for a moment. One more full deep breath in, exhale forward. Good, and when you're ready, we'll inhale and we'll come on up and just draw those legs together. We're gonna come to hands and knees for a moment. We're gonna come into Gomukasana. This is when you will need your belt, maybe. You're gonna take your left leg forward and you're gonna put one knee right in front of the other knee, if you can. Then you're gonna spread your feet. And if you have a brick nearby, you can put it right between your feet, right where your sitting bones are gonna land, and then sit back. Now, you wanna try to find a way to get your sitting bones nice and even in this posture. And if this is totally not comfortable, you can modify, you can just simply step across, one leg across, if this doesn't work for you. We're gonna take our belt and we're gonna put it over our right shoulder. And then we're gonna bring the arms out to the side. We're gonna roll the palms to face heaven, really almost roll the thumbs back, and then inhale your arms up. Reach straight up to the heavens here. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, you're gonna bend that right arm. You can use the left one to lift that elbow up and back by your ear for a minute and just take a breath into that. Good. And then taking the left arm out to the side, roll the thumb down toward the floor and back, and take that arm all the way across your body first, almost so you see how I can wiggle my fingers over here. And then begin to work that arm up the belt or toward the opposite fingertips. Now, a tendency in this pose is to let your head come forward, but don't do that. Lift your crown up, lift your chest up. See if you can level your shoulders and just breathe into this stretch. Soften the tops of your shoulders, come into your presence, come into your heart center here. Another breath or two. Good, and then inhaling that right arm up, left arm swings up, exhale, release the arms down, and we'll just come forward and uncross the leg. Good, second side for this. So here we go, we're gonna take the right one forward, knee in front of knee, little brick between the feet, settling yourself back for the second side. Sitting up nice and straight as we can. Trying to get your feet to be as equal as they can. That could be a little bit hard. Yeah, trying to get your sitting bones equal, your feet equal, everything is equal as it can be. Belt goes over the left shoulder this time. Arms out to the side, inhale, roll the palms open and back, and take the arms up. Good, deep breath in. On the exhale, we're gonna bend that left arm, lift that elbow up. There's a lifting up through this elbow. Take it back by the ear. Then right arm comes out to the side, thumb turns down toward the floor and back, comes across the body. And work it up the belt. You're working the top hand down the belt. Maybe your fingertips will meet and maybe they'll just hold the belt. But either way, we're gonna root down through our sitting bones and find a lift through our entire spine, making your spine like a tower toward heaven. So the crown of your head is lifting up as you root down through your legs, as you root down through your sitting bones, as you soften through the tops of your shoulders and as you broaden through your collarbones and chest and heart. And just breathing into the heart center, letting it soften, letting it expand, letting it open. And as you exhale, you're releasing any pressure around your heart, any sadness in your heart, anything that needs to move so that you can make space for an opening. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale up that left arm, right arm, and exhale, release. And then coming forward. Excellent. Now we're going to do some lying down postures for back bending, because you know what, back bending is heart opening. So before we do that, we're going to open the shoulders a little more, because opening the shoulders prepares us for back bending. So we're going to lay on our bellies and we're going to take our arms. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm going to put it down a little more toward the floor. Okay. So we're going to lay down on our bellies. We're going to bring our arms into a T position right out to the side. And I'm going to turn my cheek. I'm going to turn onto my right cheek. My legs are nice and long. My arms are in a T. I'm going to take a deep breath in. On the exhale, I'm going to bend my left arm, and I'm just going to start to roll myself back onto my right shoulder, very slowly. I'm going to try to keep my head in line with my spine. You could use a brick for your head if this feels like you need some support under your neck. Now I'm going to bend my top leg and put my foot behind. And then I'm just going to try to stack up my shoulders. I'm going to try to stack up my hips. And I'm just going to breathe. Now my extended arm, the one on my right arm that I'm rolling back on here, the palm is facing downward. So have that palm facing downward. Then just take a breath or two here. Oh, letting that shoulder open. So good. Good. Then releasing the leg. Gently roll back to your belly. Turn, first put the arm back out in a T, then turn your cheek to the left. Big breath in, and on the exhale, we're going to start to roll back onto the shoulder. Again, key points, keep this arm out at a 90-degree angle. You can bend this leg as you begin to stack your hips, stack these shoulders up, palm faces down, neck stays in line with the spine. You can support your neck with a brick or a pillow. And just breathing there for a minute. Couple deep breaths into the shoulder joint. Letting it soften, letting it open, staying broad through the heart center. Good. And then releasing the leg, rolling slowly back to the belly, and turning the cheek the opposite way. We're going to bring the arms back by our sides. We're going to lengthen the legs, and we're going to come into Locust Pose. So we're going to take a deep breath in and turn the chin to face forward. On the exhale, we're going to lift up through the legs, lift up through the arms, lift up through the chest, and breathe. And I know there's a lot of locusts around these days, I hear, but luckily not here yet. But lifting up and, just breathing. Keep that breath flowing. There's no holding our breath in yoga. Rising higher if you can. Good, and then exhale, release, turn the chin the opposite direction and just let go. Reverse Shavasana. Good, and then inhaling, chin to face forward. Stretch the legs back again, toes in, heels out just a little bit. Tailbone goes long and down. We're going to bend the elbows and place the fingertips by the chest and take your elbows into your body. Take a deep breath in, Bhujangasana. On the exhale, we're going to rise up. Try to keep your hands up off the ground the first time here, just barely touching. And rise your chest up. There's a little hooding back of the neck. Deep breath in, rising up. Exhale, come down. Turn and rest. You can keep your arms where they are for a moment, but just let them go. Big breath in and out. Okay, this time when we do it, we're going to put a little more weight in the palms and we're going to rise up higher. So inhale, chin to face forward, reach out through the legs. Deep breath in. Exhale, begin to rise up. Elbows stay into the body. This time you can put a little weight into the knuckles or the palms and rise up. Slowly rising up. Just to your level of comfort. Deep breath in. And take a breath there. Deep breath in. And exhale slowly down. Elbows stay tight to the body. Releasing the cheek to the opposite side. Releasing the hands. Letting go. Good. Inhale, chin to face forward. Bend the arms. Exhale, child's pose. Knees apart. Big toes touch. Buttocks to heels. Arms forward. Roll the palms open. And just gently let the hips rock from side to settle the lower back. And then let go. Good. And then we're going to come up to the forearms. We're going to inhale our right arm up. Big breath in. Exhale, weave the fingertips under the opposite elbow and come down and rest. Another little shoulder opener here. Good. Inhale to unweave back onto the forearms. Exhale, let go. Inhale, second side, stretching open. Exhale, weave fingertips under armpit, come on down. Other arm can stretch forward and relax. Big breath in and out. Good. Inhale to unweave. And exhale, come on up. Good. All right, so next we're gonna come and we're gonna do downward facing dog to Anjali, the pose of devotion. So with dog, you want your knees slightly behind your hips, just ever so slightly. Palms beneath your shoulders, hands turned out slightly. Turn your toes under, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your hips high. It's almost as if you're pressing your mat forward with your knuckles. You're pressing your heart back towards your thighs. You're lifting the hips up and the tops of your thighs move back and reach down towards your heels. And your neck can go soft. Taking a breath in your dog. Then we're going to ground through our hands and through our right leg and lift the left leg up. Three-legged dog. Level the hips if you can. Inhale and look up. Exhale, we're going to swing that leg forward between the hands into a little runner's lunge. Then we're going to drop the back knee down. And we're going to take our hips forward a little bit. So we're taking our hips forward. You can clasp your hands behind your back for a minute and just kind of lunge forward and stretch that back thigh. Your tailbone is dropping down and forward. And then we're going to inhale our arms up, continuing to lunge forward. We're lifting up and back with our heart, offering up our hearts to the highest that we know, through heaven, to the highest that we can imagine. Deep breath in, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift your heart. On the exhale, we're going to come forward and we're going to twist to the left and just hook that elbow on the opposite side of that knee. Keep lunging and take a little twist. Good. Take a breath there. Twist it out. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale back to the center. And then place your hands down. Curl the back toe under. Deep breath in. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Stretch it out in your dog for a moment. Lift the apex of your pose as high as you can. You're an upside down V. When you're ready, Root through the hands and through your left foot this time and take a three-legged dog. Keep those hips moving high. Look up between the hands, deep breath in. Exhale, swing that foot gently forward, all the way through runner's lunge. Drop that back knee down, release the toes. Come on up. Come forward in your lunge. You can guide your sacrum and your tailbone down a little bit and then offer it up. Big breath in as you go up and back and continue to lunge forward. Good, deep breath in. Exhale the hands to the heart. Inhale, lift the heart center up. Come forward. On the exhale, we're going to twist this time to the right, hooking the elbow and twisting. Continue to lunge forward a little as you twist. Keep your heart broad if you can. And breathe. Good. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale back to the center. And exhale, release the hands down. Curl the back toe under. Take a deep breath in. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Nice breath in and out. Good. Then we're going to take three-legged dog again, rooting through the hands, rooting through your right foot. Lift the left one up. Deep breath in, look forward between the hands. Exhale, we're going to swing the leg forward, this time into pigeon. So you're going to angle your shin, and you're going to let that back leg go back a little bit more. Work to level your hips. So energetically, you're thinking about taking this left hip back a little bit, your right hip forward, your chest is lifting. There is a little back bend going on as your chest lifts up. And then we're going to come forward onto the forearms. Continue to draw that left hip back. And then we're going to come and we're going to sweep up through that right arm. Big breath in. Exhale, we're going to weave the fingertips under the left armpit and come down to the shoulder if you can. Otherwise, you can just go back to where you were on the forearms or just rest your head. Breathe into that outer hip, into the piriformis muscle right here. Good. Inhale to unweave when you're ready. Coming on up. And exhale. Taking the knee back and back into your dog. Rooting through the hands, rooting this time through the left foot, lifting the right foot. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, swing forward, pigeon. Good. Settle the back leg back. Settle this front hip back. Lift up through your heart. Little baby back bend going on. And then begin to come forward onto the forearms. Continue to draw the right hip back, left hip forward. See if you can find the full top of your quadricep or thigh muscle on the earth of the back extended leg. And when you're ready, inhaling up through the left arm. Exhale, weaving it under, coming down onto the shoulder if you can. It helps to flex the foot of the bent leg to protect the knee joint. So if you can flex that foot a little bit and ground through the edge of it, it's good. And you can extend this right arm up a little bit, extend your neck a little bit and soften. Another breath or two. Good. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale and find our way back up. And we're just going to exhale and take that back. Good. All right, so next, let's just come up for a minute. Yes, I'm just gonna come up for a minute here. And I'm gonna just take that back a little bit. And let's just inhale and sweep the arms out and up and take a nice steeple grip with our hands, root through the feet. Inhale, lift up through the index fingers. Exhale, come over to the left and do a half moon. Good. As you do this, roll your heart up a little bit if you can. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposite side. Rolling the heart up. Inhale, center. One more time each way. Trying to deepen a little bit. Being with your breath. Inhale up. This time I'm just gonna turn to the side so you can see. We're gonna root down and we're gonna go up and back. Good, and then inhale up and exhale the hands right back to the heart. All right, and from there, we're gonna do another little posture called Camel Pose. So I'm gonna take my bricks to help me with this one. I'm gonna put them on the outside of my ankles. I'm gonna try to get my thighs straight up if I can. I'm gonna take my tailbone down and I'm gonna start to kind of think about the flesh of my buttocks going down, my elbows going back, my heart lifting up and back as much as I can. Up and back, and then I'm gonna see, oh, can I find those bricks behind me with my fingertips or palms? And if you can drop your head back, go ahead. Try to keep your thighs vertical, your tail down, and your heart and chest lifted. Good, and then press into the feet. Inhale, come up. And exhale, come down. Whew. Very nice. Okay, so next I'm going to come down even further here. And first I'm just going to take my knees into my chest and give them a little squeeze. Stretching my lower back and just rocking from side to side. Oh, it looks like I might have to adjust my little camera a little bit more. For this next little part. So, knees into the chest, rocking from side to side, releasing the lower back from all the little work it just did. And then we're gonna keep this right leg into the body, extend your left leg. And let's just rotate our ankles. My ankles have been super cracky lately. I'm gonna be 50 soon, like in a week or something, and I think all of a sudden my ankles just want to crack all the time. So you can hear them. So just rotating those ankles, getting the cracks away. Good, or not. And then keeping that knee into the chest, take the arm out to the side, big breath in. Exhale, take that leg across the body for a spinal twist. Let this whole heart center stay open. And then we'll inhale back to the center. And take both legs up. Just reset your spine. This time we're going to keep the left one in, extend the right one onto the earth and rotate the ankle. This one's not as cracky for me. I don't know about you guys. Mine, oh, a little cracky still. I don't know what that is. Okay, good. And then when you're ready, we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to exhale, cross the midline, Arm goes out to the side. Nice big twist here. Meanwhile, my heart is reaching back, my belly's reaching back, my shoulders reaching back. And I might even turn my neck back. Big breaths into my belly. When you're ready, we're going to inhale back to the center and just exhale, release that. Okay, so next we're going to take a nice little brick bridge. So first of all, we're going to walk our heels into our sitting bones, very close as we can. Then you're going to lift your hips up. You might want to just put the brick at the low height, or you might be comfortable at this medium height, or you might even want to go higher with it. Whatever way feels truly comfortable is what you want. You don't want to be turning your neck from side to side in this position. I'm just going to go medium for now. You don't want to be turning your neck from side to side. You want your chin to go straight toward your sternal notch. You want to roll your shoulders under and just rest there. You want the brick right under the sacrum so that it feels very comfortable, very supported. And just take a breath or two there. And then if it feels like it's just in that right place, you can lift the feet up and maybe lift the legs up too. Keep the shoulders rolled under, lifting the feet up, allowing the energy to descend from heaven down through your ankles and feet, your shins, your legs, all the way down to your belly and toward the heart. And just take a few really good big breaths here. Reaching up through the heels. Reaching out through the tail. And then bending at the knees. You can land the feet back down. And then lifting up, you can take that brick out and slowly lengthen the spine down. And then we'll take Shavasana, our final rest. Spreading yourself out. Take up as much room on your mat as you can from head to toe. Allowing your feet to go wide and your arms to come by your sides at a 45-degree angle. Just allowing your body to begin to rest and relax. And this is a time where we can just reap the benefits of our practice, where we can just settle into the moment and settle into the stillness within and feel the openness that we've created. So just softening your brain, allowing it to just settle back onto your skull. And just allowing your face to become completely soft and expressionless. And clenching your jaw.
And allowing the tongue to become soft in the lower palate. Allowing the eyes to soften back into their sockets. Allowing the skin on your temples to soften. Your throat to release. Your shoulders to release down through the hands and fingers like a stream through the arms. The back releases, the lower back, and the buttocks, and the hips let go. Releasing down through the thighs, and the legs, and the feet. And letting the ears move inward. Even your breath becomes very soft in this moment. Your heart softens and opens more and more. And as you rest there, I'll read a little poem to you by Maya Angelou, and it's called Touched by an Angel. We, unaccustomed to courage, exiles from delight, live coiled in shells of loneliness until love leaves its high holy temple and comes into our sight to liberate us into life. Love arrives, and in its train come ecstasies, old memories of pleasure, ancient histories of pain. Yet if we are bold, love strikes away the chains of fear from our souls. We are weaned from our timidity into the flush of love's light. We dare be brave, and suddenly we see that love costs all we are and will ever be. Yet it is only love which sets us free. So as you are lying there in this moment, this precious space and time in this human form, may you know that you are truly, truly loved, and that you are truly, truly loved. And taking a deep breath right into your heart center, big breath right into your heart. You can bend your knees, roll very softly when you're ready onto your right side. And when you're ready to press up to find a seat,
Do it with a nice deep breath in. And we'll come to a seat. We'll seal our practice together by bringing our hands to connect into our hearts. The eternal flame of light and love within me sees, honors, and salutes that eternal flame of light and love within each of you. Namaste. Thank you for sharing this practice. And I'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.